What's up guys, Peter here, and we have huge news and kind of controversial news, and this involves Pretty Boy Fredo. You guys know Pretty Boy Fredo has done some controversial stuff in the past.
Fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck your whole family, bitch, fuck you!
It's been a while since we got in news. I think the last thing we really had was like Orlando and Nade, and ever since then, I mean, I don't know anything that's really been going on. The game, like, there's nothing been added to the game, just nothing really going on in the community. But today we had some really controversial news. Before we get the video started, make sure you guys smash that like button down below so we can hit 500 likes. The more likes I get, the more likely I'm going to do a sub session this weekend, so make sure you guys smash that like button. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe for more daily NBA 2K17 content, and let's get right into it. So basically, this happened like mostly this morning, like really early, like 6 a.m. So a lot of people don't know about this. Maybe a lot of people were in school or they just didn't see it. But yeah, so basically Fredo has this editor. You guys may have seen him. His name's Matt. He edits a lot of his 2K videos. I'm pretty sure he edits his other videos, but I don't know. But I do know he edits his like 2K intros or anything for that, because he always puts them on screen like, oh, go subscribe to Matt, link in the description, right? So he's had this editor for a while, I think for maybe even like over a year now. But he did get into some controversial, I guess, beef or like I don't know, an incident with him. So before we go any further, just don't interpret any of this stuff as bias. So if you're like a Fredo fan, don't just say, oh, Fredo's automatically right here. And if like you say you're not a Fredo fan, or if you just don't like Fredo, don't just assume that his editor's right here. I'm just here to tell you what I think on the situation without any bias. It's only fair for you guys if I give you an unbiased opinion. So basically yesterday morning, Fredo tweets this basically saying, oh, don't let anybody know you need them. And basically that's like, I mean, I guess you could say he's hinting to something. He's obviously referring to something that happened to him, and this is kind of hinting at what he goes on to say today. But this is like 24 hours before any of this happened, or just close to that. So keep in mind throughout the whole video what he says here. I'm gonna refer back to it, but just keep that in mind. Then this morning, and I was like up at this time, I mean, I woke up really early, I had to do something, and he says, oh, everybody in the 2K community is desperate. If you reply with 50k Fredo, I'm gonna expose my editor, right? That's basically what he's saying. And then obviously people are gonna like reply and they want to see this, because that's just how people are. So then he goes on kind of a Twitter rant. I asked my 2K editor to do a hoop mixtape for me days ago. So this is like the first part. He says days, but in the screenshot it says yesterday, so that's just one day. I don't know, but you can see here, Fly Matt, I guess it's just his 2K editor, so all of Fredo's other videos are maybe edited by somebody else, or maybe even him. So just keep that in mind. He asked him for a hoop mixtape intro, blah blah blah. Then he gets to the screenshots. A whole day goes by after I asked for the intro. So first he says days ago, but then he says a whole day. So I don't know if this screenshot was taken like yesterday, or I don't know, but it says yesterday in the, I'm gonna like show you guys a close-up of the screenshot. But first, okay, so a whole day and then yesterday, so that's already a little bit weird there. Goes by after I asked for the intro. I'm getting no response. So I guess this mixtape, whatever, is supposed to be the intro for his next 2K video or something like that. I start blowing up his DM because the longer he stalls, blah blah blah. So then basically he's gonna show, I'm gonna show you guys the close-up of the screenshot right here. And I don't know what the longer he stalls is supposed to mean, but two things I noticed in the screenshot. First, he did take this screenshot at the same time he tweeted it. It says 6:23 on the screenshot, 6:23 on the tweet. But also he says what happened last night. So I guess he asked for the mixtape before he took the screenshot, or like before yesterday. So it actually was a few days. But he says, yo, I gotta wait until I get home. He says, what happened last night? Are you finished yet? Yo, where are the clips? Blah blah blah. I'm coming home now. So basically this is what Fredo is trying to use to quote unquote expose his editor. So this is probably the most biased thing towards Fredo that Fredo has, or that Fredo can post to basically prove his point that his editors did something wrong. So this is probably the worst thing we can get, or the best thing, whatever you want to look at it. But basically he was out of the house for, you could say, 7-8 hours, and apparently he's exposed for not being home for 7 or 8 hours. So that's like a little bit weird. Now I don't know if Matt goes to school or whatever, but I mean, is it just not normal to go out of your house? I mean, like, I know 2K has a bunch of no lives, but like, I don't know, that's exposing. I just don't get it. So I understand that Fredo, like, he does want to get his video out for his subscribers and stuff like that, but like, you gotta respect the fact that like, he's not just gonna wait at home all day just for you to ask him to edit something, and you only post, like, Fredo doesn't even post that much 2K, so blah blah blah. I'm not, like, I don't know what happened before that. Fredo never posted it, but I'm just saying, like, based on that screenshot, it just, I don't get why he's exposing him. I don't get how that's exposing for not being home for 7 to 8 hours. Then Fredo replies to his own tweet. I assume people are just asking him questions about it. He says, I can't put out a video, hence why I haven't dropped a video in days. Wait, I thought you tweeted earlier, don't let anybody know you need them, but you clearly need him to drop the video, hence why you didn't drop it. So you do need him. Just, like, don't lie about that. Like, you obviously do need him to drop the video. That you're always talking about, oh, remain humble, but, like, you clearly need him. Why don't you just admit that? And it's obvious that that's what the case is right here, because you still haven't dropped the video, right? So here we go again with Fredo lying to his fans. But basically, he keeps going on. This dude Matt literally took the screenshot, sent it out to somebody else to literally flex on me. So I mean, he tweets that. I think he replied to that same tweet again. So he really is going on a Twitter rant right here, and we have the screenshot or whatever. We have what he was referring to. This is why I keep my circle small, don't associate with Matt anymore, blah blah blah. So, like, he really is going on here. He's replying to the same tweet over and over again, and he just keeps going on about this throughout the day. This is like 3 hours later and he's still going off. Then he tweets something else, blah blah blah. I don't even get this part of it. I mean, it's kind of like irrelevant, but he tweets this and he shows some screenshot. I guess Matt sent a screenshot to somebody else acting like he was the one DMing Fredo. I'm not exactly sure, but this part, I mean, it's not that important. We just know Fredo just keeps going off. And this is where Matt starts tweeting. He says, video coming soon. Then he says, I'm cool, he's the one that's hurt. And I mean, he is the one that's hurting, because technically he hasn't posted the video. And I don't know, this is the thing, I don't know how much this man Matt's getting paid. So if he's still cool, that means he probably wasn't getting paid that much, or he's just flexing, I'm not sure. Then Matt quotes one of Fredo's tweets, say, I never sneak diss him or put dirt in his name. And he's just, yeah, literally, Fredo's just going off on him, and you can see he didn't do anything wrong. He just wasn't at home for, like, part of the day. I mean, that's definitely normal. And then Fredo just keeps going off throughout the day. He says, oh, I forgot to post this. He shows a screenshot. And then he says, basically showing a screenshot with him and Matt. He says, yo, Fredo, is there anything I can do for like 60 or 70? So I'm not sure. Is he getting paid? We're not sure. We're going to talk about that later. But you know, 67, I'm trying to cop these Space Jams, and I need around that range. This is the only shoe I wanted for my birthday. And you know, Fredo's a really generous person. I'm not going to lie. See, I'm not being biased. He says, oh my gosh, I'm about to reply. I'm sending you $80. Merry Christmas. Bruh, I'm so sorry it took so long, blah blah. So like, I mean, yo, he actually sent him $80, and that's like really generous. So like, Fredo, I guess he's gonna keep tweeting screenshots, I'm not sure. And then Matt says, oh, wasn't even gonna drop an exposed video, but he wanna tweet screenshots, so we're gonna see what happens. So I don't know, is Matt gonna expose Fredo? We're gonna see either in a video or on Twitter. We're gonna see. Stay tuned for that video if it does come out. But we got a lot to talk about here. So basically, first we have Fredo lying to his fans again, saying, oh, don't let anybody know you need them, but you clearly do need Matt to upload the video, and you're always saying remain humble. So I mean, I don't know, that's one thing. And then we have the whole sweatshop thing. So this man is trying to expose Matt for not even doing anything wrong. He just wasn't home at the time that Fredo needed the video, and Fredo doesn't even post 2K that much. Like, when's the last time he had like a mixtape intro? So he's not gonna just wait at home, like I said, just like sitting there for Fredo to DM him. Like, you know what I mean? If he's not home, he's not home. But basically, this is where we get into this whole like sweatshop thing. I mean, everybody just likes to call it a sweatshop. I guess that's just what we all call it. But basically, like, we had this with LNU and Prince Prodigy apparently making him edit like countless hours and like never paying him. But we kind of have a very similar effect with Fredo here. Like, he's treating his editor like shit here. I mean, look, he, like Matt said, he wasn't talking shit, never sneak dissed, any of that, and he's trying to expose him for not being home. Like, that's just ridiculous. He's the one helping you make your video. We don't even know how much you're paying him. That's obviously in between you and him. You do help his YouTube, but at the same time, you're treating him like he's a slave. Like, he has to be home just waiting for you to DM him here. So the thing is, this doesn't have to go towards editors. And I'm not saying Fredo and LNU, or I'm not saying, like, we don't know how much Fredo's paying these people, but like, I'm not saying, there's probably other YouTubers that do this too. It just came out this time that this is what happened. But this also goes for like the people Fredo play with. Like, he plays with the same people every time, like CK and like Like, he basically plays with the same people every time he streams, and if it's the same people every time, that's a lot of hours they gotta be playing. But this is the thing, Fredo will not let them have YouTubes. Like, that's literally how Fredo is. He's not gonna let he's not gonna let the people that help him get all his gameplays, that help him get all these donations or subscribers on Twitch, which, I mean, he's not letting them even make a YouTube for themselves. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's a reason they don't have a YouTube, but like, they're playing all these hours, and we don't know if you're even paying them at all or how much, but they're playing this game with you hours and hours. They can't even have a YouTube, and we don't know if you're paying them or not. So I don't know, it's just kind of a sweatshop effect here. Let me know what you guys think here in the comments. Do you think Fredo should treat the people that help him make his videos, or that he relies on to make his videos, better? Do you think he should at least let CK and them have a YouTube and all that? Just let me know. Again, make sure you guys smash that like button down below and subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.